What is going on YouTube? My name is Kurtyoy and welcome to episode 2 of the FIFA 15 overall reviews. Now, last episode I viewed Sheffield Wednesday because it's the team I support. This episode is about West Ham because I have a very dear, what you would say, friend I suppose, that supports them, so I thought I'd review them position by position. And I don't know why the goalkeepers aren't shown on here. I think it's actually saying that it's probably due to the ratings up there. Going straight in onto the keepers, this really does surprise me because Adrian was pretty solid last season. Spiegel, I don't know if he's even, I don't know, never heard of him. And Jussi Jääskeläinen, can't argue that, didn't even play. 73 is as a gift for him. But Adrian was pretty solid last season, and to be honest, I think he deserved higher, maybe even approaching the 80s. He was that good, and that's my personal opinion. But I thought he did quite well, apart from the long range Rooney goal. That was quite an embarrassing moment for him. Anyway, onto the defenders. Sorry, that really does surprise me, and that really is, I believe, poor. Because I think I'd say, well, of all the names, Winston Reid, James Collins, James Tompkins, Guy Demel, maybe even Aaron Questwell to a point, deserve to be higher up. Quite simply because West Ham had a pretty solid defence throughout most of the season. They had a couple of games where I let it slip, but a pretty solid defence nonetheless. They held Chelsea to a 0-0 draw at the Bridge. There's games like that, and when you've got one goal defender and the rest are silver, I'd say it's an insult, personally. It's my opinion, but they were a strong defensive team, and every strong defending team has a few mishaps. Like if you're saying like Man City are good in the attack, they are good in the attack, but they got a 0-0, they got a 0-1 against Stoke. They didn't score against Stoke, and they conceded a goal. You just don't know. Anyway, moving on to midfielders, defenders summary, pretty poor. Midfielders, I don't know about the midfielders, because I'd say everyone down here deserves to be down here, because although Kurtyoy was gold last season, no one's really heard of him, so I'd say maybe a little bit higher, onto 73, 74 maybe, but he's a pretty powerful card already. I think 71 already will be abused as a CDM in this season's Ultimate Team. I can't really argue with the rest. They haven't really got a decent central midfielder. I'd like to see Mark Noble being higher than 75. He played a solid part in West Ham. Kevin Nolan, I'm not going to argue with that. I don't know whether the rest should be higher. I think Song's got it just about right, but the fact that Alexandre Song is West Ham's best player is quite embarrassing. But move on to the attack. As I say, the midfielders are alright. And onto the attack, Andy Carroll and Mauro Zarate are the only two gold players. I'd say that's pretty fair. Carlton Cole, he's hot and then cold, you just never know. However you say his first name, Sacco, never really heard of him before. Enner Valencia hasn't really proved himself. So overall, West Ham squad, I'd say it's all right. The strikers maybe could be a little bit better. The goalkeeper and the defence, I think, should have been much higher because of their performances last season. The midfield, I can't really argue with, but that is that. I don't know who I'm going to do in the next episode. I'm recording a load straight after, one after the other. So thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Subscribe if you feel like I'm worthy, and I'll catch you all in the next episode. Peace.